Hello everyone, welcome back to Say What with James and Lakesia, and today we are spilling all the tea about Black Phone 1 versus Black Phone 2.
Yeah, we're going to tell you which one we thought was the better between the two.
Yes, so if you love movies, laughs, and real talk, you're in the right place. So make sure that you hit the like button and the subscribe button because right now we're going to go ahead and talk about Black Phone 1 and 2. So grab your popcorn because we're going to spill all the tea, and spoiler alert, watch this review after you've seen the movies. So Black Phone 1 is up first, and we had basically just watched it the other day after we had saw Black Phone 2 because we had family members who had not seen it yet.
Watched it again.
And the movie, still hits hard. We actually go back, or the story takes us back to 1978 in North Denver.
It was showing when the grabber were actually kidnapping these kids when he started killing them.
Yes, so the grabber is the Ethan Hawke, the kidnapper, the creepy dude. So meanwhile, it shows us Finney and his sister Gwen, and they are dealing with a rough home life. Because a father who's an alcoholic, he's struggling after losing a mom.
Because their mom had so-called committed suicide. And the dad thought, thought that she was crazy.
In this movie,
because she had dreams and stuff.
The mom had taken her life, and the father felt like Gwen had her gift, so he wanted to protect Gwen so the same thing didn't happen to her, because like her mom, she saw things through her dream. And what I could not understand is it's a citywide epidemic here. We have children that are getting snatched by somebody in a van. Why are kids still walking by themselves? Why aren't we on high alert?
I guess because it's the 70s.
But I guess it's the same thing that's happening now, because we have people that go missing all the time, and they every single day. But I just cannot understand it. So then Finney, our star character, gets snatched by the grabber.
Yeah.
And
her brother, Gwen's brother.
He's trapped in a soundproof basement with nothing but a disconnected black phone on the wall. But I do have to point out before this happens that the grabber had taken a whole lot of other children, like
his friend.
He was good in the martial arts.
Yeah. But you gotta think he's still a kid.
A kid, yes.
A kid.
However, now this is what I want to say to you. Now you have to be a special type of person to be getting beat up, and your little sister comes to help you.
Finn.
Yes, she comes to help you.
Finn was getting punked a lot in school.
They beat the crap out of your little sister, and you just sit back and take it.
But that's the reason why his friend
stepped up and was helped. But that was after his friend had gotten kidnapped.
That before, when he was getting beat up before his friend got kidnapped. Yeah, that was after.
Because the friend was gone.
The girl got
The friend was gone.
Gwen's got a little.
Gwen has heart,
mouth,
but she has heart.
She'll talk some junk to you.
Yeah. So then Finney gets kidnapped, and all he can communicate with is a disconnected phone on the wall. Yeah. Except the phone starts to ring.
With some of the kids that went missing, including his homeboy.
And that's who's calling on the phone. So the voices of the grabber's past victims help Finney escape. It's creepy, it's emotional, it's super intense. And actually, not only them, but Gwen, because Gwen is very in tune with these things. Yeah. She sees the house. The police actually went to the house where the brother was, and the brother, just because he was high, they kind of dismissed it. But the brother, I guess because he was in a high state,
he was trying to figure out what it was too.
Understand that he didn't know that the grabber had the kids there. So the grabber ended up having to take the brother out when he discovered that. So in the ending, Finney turns the tables on the grabber because he had to step it up. You got to step your game up. It's powerful, not just survivor, it's redemptive. But again, basically Gwen solved that crime. She did the work, and she led the police to the grabber. Even when it meant her father was so mad because she talked to the police, he was spanking her. And
because he did this.
To try to protect
that she
had to give. He wanted to protect her from what happened to the mother.
He didn't want her to have it.
But Gwen had heart.
the mother was crazy because of that.
Gwen had heart, and that little girl in that movie can act.
Yeah,
she deserves Oscar. So then we have the Black Phone 2, which
happens 4 years later in 82.
But when we saw it, I couldn't even tell if it was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Maybe it was more grounded in the first one to where the second one went, because the grabber had died. So
yeah, but that's
all
what
of
I'm
a sudden
saying.
He comes back.
He's supernatural.
Yeah.
So
and
because this one jumps to 82, 4 years later, and Gwen is still having these crazy dreams. But this time, she's seeing
other kids.
She's seeing people K-worded as they happened back at the camp in 57. And she got a call from her mom.
Her mom was there when it happened. And in fact, the mom ended up figuring it out. And that's why we said that the mom had committed suicide. She actually didn't. Because the grabber showed Gwen
at the end. Yeah, at the end. So I like the fact that they had the same kids in the movie. The same kids that played Finney and Gwen. And the dad was the same too. And then they even brought Robin's brother in.
Which was actually played by the same guy.
Ernesto. They brought him back in. So,
but it was cool though. It was still cool.
They brought him into the mix. And, you know, we love that they brought Robin back as his brother. It added a nice connection between the two movies. The story did have heart. So the three of them actually head to Alpine Lake Camp.
Yeah.
And the snowstorm, it's like, who lets teenagers drive in a snowstorm? I mean, where?
Well, it's Colorado. They don't shut down for snow.
Who lets teenagers drive in a snowstorm? I don't care where you at. And the vibes go from mystery to straight up horror to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, it went straight to Nightmare on Elm Street. But when she found out that she could fight back in the dream, well, it was all.
But this is the thing. When they first get there, it's like the boys stay over here, the girls stay over here. Okay, but I'm scared. We can lose our license. You stay over here. I don't care if you're scared. But I'm getting grabbed in my sleep. We don't care.
But you got to remember, the guy didn't know that
yeah, but the guy knew that 4 kids, was it 3 or 4 kids that had gotten, 3 kids that had gotten K-worded before in the past.
Yeah, that was way back in the 50s. He used to work there.
So, and the grabber starts calling.
You remember the grabber was a maintenance guy there.
The grabber starts calling from beyond the grave, and things get wild. Gwen's pulled between dreams and reality. Finn's fighting his past, and the family's facing some deep trauma because what we forgot to say is when it came on, Finney had became the bully.
Yeah, Finn.
He was the bully. And he had so much anger and resentment and hate and everything pinned up from being taken. You know, so there was a twist involving the mom, Hope, which James was saying earlier. It turns out the grabber killed her. Not suicide like they thought. And that reveal hit real hard because the father, again, he was trying to protect Gwen from the same thing happening to the mom. And I think we all probably would have did that. Yeah. So the final scenes were intense between Gwen's dream battles, the ice lake snowdown, the spirits of the K-worded kids dragging down the grabber. Woo. And they went out swinging on that one now. Yeah,
they wore the grabber out.
So overall,
even the K-worded kids, they came out. They got a piece. Yeah, they wore him out.
So overall, Black Phone 2 story went deeper. It was more supernatural.
I don't think it was.
It was more creepy.
I think the first one was,
but I think it did because it was telling you the reason why the mom.
It showed the mom.
What happened with the mom? Yeah.
Between her and Gwen, Gwen got the same thing.
But I still think the first one was better.
Yeah.
So
the first one was more. It was better.
If you like the first one's mix of suspense and heart, you'll definitely want to check this out. And I mean, if you saw Black Phone 1, why wouldn't you want to see Black Phone 2?
Both of them good movies. Black Phone 1 is just better.
I just think Black Phone 1 was better too because I was like, did we step on Nightmare on Elm Street? When did the grabber become supernatural? I mean, when this happened, maybe when he crossed over, I don't know. So, what did you think? If you saw Black Phone 1 and 2, what did you think? Drop it in the comments.
You thought was the best.
Yeah.
Do you think there should be another one?
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next review. And remember, keep faith, family, and keep those phones disconnected.
Yeah.
So
don't answer no payphones, which they are not around anymore.
If you happen to find one, don't answer it. So see you next time on Say What with James and Lakesia. Thanks for watching. Take care.